You are closer than you think. That may sound like just another comforting phrase, but it's not. The very moment you're in right now might seem ordinary, quiet, even a little dull. But don't be fooled. Behind this stillness, something powerful is moving in your favor. There is a shift in the unseen world, a miracle that you've prayed for, waited for, or maybe even given up on is already on its way. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And that when might be much sooner than your fears have led you to believe. It's important to understand this. Most miracles don't arrive with a loud knock. They don't show up with flashing signs or grand announcements. Instead, they come gently. They slip into your life like a quiet breeze, like a kind word from a stranger, or like a small opportunity you could have easily ignored. That's why so many people miss them. They're looking for something loud, something huge, something that shakes the ground beneath their feet. But miracles aren't always loud. Sometimes they are as soft as a whisper that says, "Keep going." So many people walk away just moments before everything was about to change. They stop believing. They start doubting. They say things like, "Maybe it wasn't meant for me," or "Maybe I got it wrong." But what if they had just waited one more day? What if their breakthrough was just around the next corner? We've all felt like giving up at times. We've all wondered if the effort, the waiting, the patience was even worth it. But those quiet seasons are not empty. They are full of movement that we just can't see yet. Think of it like a seed planted in the soil. For a long time, nothing seems to happen. You water it, you check it, still no sign of life. But beneath the soil, the roots are growing. The foundation is forming. The miracle is working itself into place. And then suddenly, one day, a little green sprout pushes through. That is how divine timing works. Just because you don't see it now doesn't mean nothing is happening. Just because life looks still doesn't mean the miracle isn't moving. The truth is, you don't have to chase your miracle. You don't have to fight for it or beg for it. You just have to be ready to receive it. And part of being ready is believing that you're close. It means not giving up in the final moments. It means preparing your heart and spirit to say yes when it finally arrives. Because when it does come, and it will, you'll realize that it had been coming your way all along. If you're feeling discouraged, if you're wondering whether your prayers have been ignored, if you're asking, "When will it happen for me?" just take a breath. Close your eyes. Feel the truth rise up in your spirit. You are closer than you think. You are standing on sacred ground, and the blessing is not far. Stay open, stay expectant. Heaven is already making arrangements in your favor. What you want is already walking toward you. The question is, will you be ready to welcome it when it arrives? Sometimes the blessing doesn't come when we want it because we are still learning how to receive it. We are still learning how to hold it without fear, how to live in it without self-sabotage. So this waiting period is not punishment. It's preparation. It's grace. And it's proof that the universe doesn't just want you to have your miracle, it wants you to keep it. And that's why today matters. Because this moment might seem quiet, but it's full of potential. This chapter might feel slow, but it's the space right before the blessing. Don't rush it, don't curse it. Instead, look at this moment as sacred. Look at it as the space where you prepare the soil for something beautiful to rise. Keep going, keep trusting. You are closer than you think. Life speaks in gentle ways. The universe doesn't always shout. It doesn't always send storms or lightning to get your attention. More often it speaks softly through small nudges, repeated numbers, dreams that won't leave you alone, or even simple words from someone you didn't expect. These moments are not random. They are signals. They are signs meant to guide you toward the miracle that's already forming in your life. But here's the truth. If you aren't listening, you won't hear them. If your heart is too heavy with doubt or your eyes too focused on the problem, you might miss the answer. It's easy to get caught in the noise of everyday life. Stress, worry, rushing around, trying to solve everything on your own. In the middle of all that noise, the soft voice of guidance can go unnoticed. And when we miss those quiet signals, we delay what was already meant to be ours. This is not to scare you. It's not to make you anxious. It's a reminder to stay aware, to stay present, because sometimes the answer doesn't come through effort. It comes through awareness. If your heart is closed, even a perfect opportunity can pass right by. If your spirit is full of fear, even the most beautiful blessing might feel like a burden. That's why your readiness matters. That's why your openness is everything. Imagine you were waiting for a package. You knew it was coming, but you didn't know the exact day. Would you ignore the doorbell? Would you leave your house unlocked and unguarded? Of course not. You'd stay alert. You'd listen for the knock. You'd be prepared to open the door. That's what spiritual readiness looks like. It's not about controlling when the blessing comes. It's about staying in a state of yes, so that when it does come, you don't miss it. Missing the signal doesn't mean the miracle disappears. It just means it may take longer. It may circle back again later. But why wait longer than you need to? Why stay in a pattern that delays your joy? Your miracle is real. It's already in motion. But if your eyes are on everything that's going wrong, you won't see what's finally going right. Fear makes you blind. Worry makes you deaf. But faith sharpens your senses. It opens your eyes. It tunes your ears to the soft rhythm of divine timing. And the more you stay in faith, the more you'll notice those tiny signs. The right word at the right time. The stranger who speaks something you needed to hear. The sudden shift in how you feel when you walk into a new space. These aren't just little things. These are the footprints of the miracle as it draws near. You don't need to chase after blessings. You don't need to exhaust yourself trying to force open a door. You just need to learn the rhythm of divine timing. You need to remember that your miracle might not look like a miracle when it first shows up. It might look like a challenge, a test, an uncomfortable stretch. But that's only because it's helping you grow into the version of yourself that's ready to live inside the blessing. This is your wake-up call. This is your reminder. Pay attention. The small things matter. The quiet days are holy. The invisible work is the foundation. Every time you feel the urge to give up, pause instead. Ask yourself, what if I'm just one sign away? What if the shift is already in motion and I just need to stay open one more day? Because you really are closer than you think. And if you don't give up, if you keep your heart soft, your eyes open, and your spirit ready, you won't miss it. You'll catch the signal, you'll welcome the miracle, and you'll look back and realize it was all coming together even when it felt like nothing was happening at all. You may have noticed this already. A repeating number that keeps showing up. A sentence that someone says out loud that feels like it was meant just for you. A dream you've had more than once, and you're not quite sure why it sticks with you. These aren't coincidences. These are messages. The universe is always talking. The question is, are you listening? Spiritual signs don't always look magical. Often they're wrapped in the normal, the everyday, the simple. That's why it's so easy to overlook them. But if you slow down and begin to pay attention, you'll realize just how often you're being guided. It might be a closed door that protects you from something you didn't even know would hurt you. It might be a random video, like this one, that speaks exactly what your soul needed to hear. It might even be a quiet inner nudge telling you to wait just a little longer. We often ask the universe for big signs. We want loud answers, but most of the time, what we really need is the wisdom to recognize the small ones, because it's the small signs that form the path. Each one leads to the next, like stepping stones across a river. If you ignore them, you stay stuck on one side, but if you notice and follow them step by step, you begin to move toward the life you were always meant to live. Think back on your life. Can you remember a moment when something small changed everything? A small yes, a moment of courage, a choice to walk away. Maybe you didn't even realize it at the time, but now you can look back and see how it led you to something better. That's how the universe works. It lays out the signs, and you decide whether to trust them. You don't have to figure it all out today. You don't need a complete plan. All you need is a quiet spirit, a little trust, and the courage to keep following the breadcrumbs. Keep watching, keep feeling, keep praying. The signs are already showing up. The miracle is already on its way, and if you keep walking, you'll meet it in the most beautiful way, calm, confident, and completely ready to receive. Before a miracle arrives, you must become someone who can hold it, protect it, and grow within it. Many people want to receive big blessings without realizing that the blessing will require a new version of themselves. It's not just about having the miracle, it's about being able to keep it, nurture it, and live in harmony with it. This means becoming emotionally, mentally, and spiritually strong enough to carry the weight of what you prayed for. Think of it like this. If someone handed you a fragile treasure, would you carry it with shaky hands, distracted thoughts, or a heart full of doubt? Of course not. You would steady yourself. You would focus. You would treat it with care. That's how your miracle wants to be received. It wants to come into the hands of someone who is already standing in their worth, already believing they are chosen, already ready. This is where many people get stuck. They want the outcome, but they haven't yet become the person who lives in that outcome. They say, I want love, but they don't love themselves yet. They say, I want financial abundance, but they still carry beliefs that money is hard to come by. They say, I want peace, but they stay in environments filled with chaos. The miracle is not just something you get, it's something you grow into. To become the version of you who can hold the miracle, you must first imagine yourself already having it. How do you act? How do you speak? How do you carry yourself in the world? Ask yourself, if my miracle came today, would I recognize it? Would I have the heart to protect it? Would I feel worthy of it? These questions are not meant to make you feel small. They are meant to help you grow. Start by creating small habits that match the version of yourself who already has the miracle. If the new you is peaceful, start bringing peace into your daily routine. If the new you is bold, begin speaking up for yourself in small ways. If the new you is abundant, stop talking about lack and start being thankful for what you have now. These shifts don't happen all at once, but step by step, they begin to change your life. The truth is, miracles come to those who are ready to receive, not just with open hands, but with open hearts. When you become someone who sees blessings as natural, not rare, you create space for even more blessings to arrive. You shift from hoping to knowing, from begging to welcoming, from doubt to trust. And in that shift, your whole life begins to change. So today, take some time to ask yourself, who am I becoming? Am I acting like someone who is ready for the life I say I want? Am I preparing my spirit, my mind, and my heart for the miracle I'm waiting for? Because the miracle is ready. The question is, are you? It's easy to think that if something hasn't happened yet, it's not going to. When the days pass and the prayer is still unanswered, doubt begins to speak louder than faith. But delay is not denial. Just because your miracle hasn't arrived yet doesn't mean it's not on the way. Sometimes the most powerful things take time to prepare. There is a sacred reason why the blessing hasn't landed in your hands yet. It's not because the universe forgot you. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because timing matters. Your miracle is being prepared not only for you, but also for the world around you. Every blessing has a ripple effect. When you are blessed, it impacts the lives of others. That's why divine timing is perfect. It's not just about when you are ready, it's also about when the world is ready to receive you in your fullness. Think of how nature works. A tree doesn't grow overnight. A baby doesn't arrive in 1 month. There is a process, a rhythm, a reason for every season. And even though you may feel like nothing is happening, everything is happening. You are changing, your heart is softening, your strength is being built, your vision is being sharpened. That space between asking and receiving, that's where transformation happens. Many people lose faith during the delay. They think silence means rejection, but in truth, silence is often where the most powerful shifts occur. The roots grow underground, invisible but essential. The universe is aligning the pieces, clearing the path, creating the connections. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't real. Trust the process. This delay is also a test, not to hurt you, but to grow you. Can you hold on to your vision when nothing is showing? Can you still believe when there's no sign? That kind of faith is what moves mountains. It's what prepares you not just to receive the blessing, but to carry it with wisdom and grace. Remember this: when the miracle finally arrives, it often reflects the version of yourself you chose to be during the delay. If you stay faithful, hopeful, and patient, your blessing will arrive in a way that confirms every silent moment was worth it. But if you give up, if you fall into fear, if you stop believing, you might miss the door when it finally opens. So, respect the time it takes. Honor the delay. Treat this waiting season as holy. It's not wasted time, it's shaping time. The delay is the space where your future is being woven together, and the miracle, it's still coming. Stronger, brighter, more beautiful than you imagined. What you focus on grows. It's a simple truth, but one we often forget. When you focus on problems, they seem to multiply. When you think about what's missing, the lack becomes louder. But when you focus on what's working, what's good, what you're grateful for, your spirit opens, your energy shifts, your reality begins to reflect your inner attention. It's easy to complain. It's easy to get caught in a loop of, why not me? Or nothing is working. But every time you do that, you feed the very energy you're trying to escape. The universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to energy. And if your energy is full of doubt, stress, and fear, then that's what you'll keep seeing around you. But here's the good news. You can change what you focus on. You can take your attention off the delay, off the frustration, and instead place it on what's already here. Start small. Look around. What is one thing that is going right today? One thing that made you smile? One thing that reminded you that you are not forgotten? That's where your focus needs to be. This doesn't mean ignoring the hard things. It means not giving them all your power. Your focus is your power. Don't hand it over to fear. Don't let negativity take up all the space in your mind. Instead, create room for miracles by focusing on the possibility of good. Try saying this: I choose to focus on what I have, not what I lack. I choose to see beauty in the small things. I choose to believe that good is coming, even if I can't see it yet. These simple statements, when repeated often, begin to rewrite the patterns in your mind. They teach your heart how to hope again. They prepare your spirit to receive. When you focus on the nearness of your miracle instead of the distance, something shifts inside you. you start to act differently. You speak with more faith. You walk with more peace. And that energy invites even more blessings into your life. So today, be mindful of what you feed your thoughts. If you feel overwhelmed, pause, breathe, shift your focus, put your attention on what you want to grow. Because whatever you water with your attention, that's what will bloom. And the more you choose to focus on light, the more you'll see it everywhere. Your miracle is not delayed because it's difficult. It's delayed because you're still learning how to see. And once your eyes are set on hope, your spirit will begin to align with everything you've been waiting for. Keep your focus clear. Keep your heart soft. Watch how life responds. Sometimes we feel lost, like nothing is happening, like we're stuck in the same place. But if you take a moment to look back at your journey, you'll notice something surprising. You've been guided all along. There have been little signs, quiet turns, and small moments that may have seemed unimportant at the time. But now, looking back, you can see how each one brought you a little closer to where you are now. Maybe it was a door that closed that made you change direction. Maybe it was a conversation that opened your eyes. Maybe it was a painful moment that pushed you to grow. You didn't know it then, but now you're beginning to see the pattern. The blessings you're waiting for didn't begin today. They've been building for a long time. This is how the universe works. It doesn't always guide us with loud instructions. It often leads us through quiet whispers, small nudges, and gentle rearrangements. And even when we felt like we were off track, we were still learning something that would help us later. Nothing has been wasted. Not your waiting, not your tears, not your confusion. All of it has had purpose. So take a moment and think about the last few months, or even the last few years. What have you come through? What have you overcome? What choices did you make that didn't make sense at the time, but now you're thankful for? That's proof. That's evidence. You're not standing still. You've been walking this whole time, and every step has taken you closer to the miracle. The path hasn't been straight. It hasn't always been easy, but you've grown. You've changed. You've let go of things you once held on to. You've opened your heart in ways you didn't know you could. That's movement, that's progress, that's guidance. Don't forget how far you've come just because you haven't yet reached the destination. Sometimes we get so focused on what's next that we forget to notice how far we've already traveled. But when you pause and look back with gratitude, your spirit begins to relax. Your heart opens. And in that space, the next step becomes clear. You've already been following the signs, even when you didn't know it. Now you're closer than ever. Trust that the pattern is unfolding exactly as it should. Everything you want to receive on the outside must first be seen on the inside. This is a truth that changes everything. If you want love, you must feel love inside yourself. If you want peace, you must make peace with your own heart. If you want a miracle, you must begin to imagine it, feel it, and trust it long before it arrives. Many people wait for life to change before they allow themselves to feel better. They think, I'll be happy when the miracle comes. I'll relax when the answer shows up. But that's not how the spiritual world works. Miracles don't come to make you believe. They come because you already do believe. The belief comes first. The blessing follows. Forming an inner image means seeing yourself already living in the miracle. It means creating a picture in your mind of what it looks like, how it feels, and what kind of person you are in that new life. This isn't just daydreaming. It's planting the seed. It's giving your spirit a direction. And the clearer that image becomes, the more your actions, your choices, and your energy start to match that vision. Close your eyes and picture the life you want. Don't just see it, feel it. What do your mornings look like? What kind of peace do you feel when you wake up? What are you doing? Who are you helping? How do you walk into a room? The more you feel it, the more real it becomes inside of you. And when it's real on the inside, it won't be long before it becomes real on the outside. This isn't about pretending, it's about aligning. It's about becoming the person who is already ready for the blessing. Because the truth is, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So the more you live as if your miracle is already yours, the more the universe will move to confirm it. Try repeating affirmations like, I already have everything I need. My miracle is on its way and I am ready. I am walking in peace, in purpose, in power. These words are not just statements, they are declarations. And each time you say them, you are drawing your miracle closer. Don't wait for the outer world to change before you feel worthy. Choose to feel worthy now. Form that image, live in it, speak from it, and you will see everything begin to shift in your favor. When you begin to focus on what's good, what's working, and what's changing, your faith gets stronger. And when your faith gets stronger, your energy changes. That's when more good starts to flow into your life. This is why it's so important to confirm the small signs. They might seem tiny, but they are proof that your miracle is unfolding. Maybe you notice someone speaking kinder to you than before. Maybe a small opportunity comes your way. Maybe your heart feels lighter in a moment when it used to feel heavy. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. They're like gentle taps on your shoulder from the universe saying, keep going, it's working. Many people ignore the small signs because they're waiting for something big. But the big miracle is made up of small confirmations. When you celebrate them, when you say thank you for them, when you pay attention to them, you open the door even wider. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the next level of blessing. Faith doesn't always grow in big leaps. Sometimes it grows through little wins, through quiet moments where you notice, I didn't react the way I used to. Or I felt peace even in the middle of that challenge. Those are victories, and when you notice them, you are building spiritual muscle. You are proving to yourself that the miracle is not just coming, it's already beginning. Instead of always asking, where is my blessing? Try asking, what can I thank God for today? That shift in focus brings more clarity, more joy, and more momentum. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see the progress, to see the hand of God in the ordinary. Keep a journal if you need to. Write down every little sign that reminds you of your growth, every answered prayer, no matter how small. Over time, you'll have a record of how far you've come, and you'll never again doubt that you are supported, guided, and loved. Your miracle may arrive through a door that looks ordinary, but when you are paying attention, you'll be the first to see its beauty. Keep confirming the signs. Keep saying thank you. Your faith will grow, and with it, your blessings will too. There is a powerful truth you must hold on to. Your inner world shapes your outer world. Every thought you carry, every belief you hold, every image you form in your heart, it all reflects back into your life. The world around you becomes a mirror of what you truly believe is possible. When you begin to think differently, feel differently, speak differently, something happens. The mirror begins to shift. The reflection begins to change. You may not see it instantly, but it's moving. Like a slow sunrise pushing through the dark sky, your new reality begins to rise. This is why you must keep showing up as the person who is ready. Keep choosing thoughts of hope. Keep speaking words of life. Keep walking as if you're already standing in your blessing. Because with every step you take in faith, the mirror adjusts. It reflects your new image, and suddenly, the life you used to dream about becomes the life you're living. Don't be surprised if old patterns try to pull you back. That's normal. But you're no longer who you used to be. You're choosing a new reflection, And even if the world hasn't caught up to your inner change yet, it will. The mirror can't resist a clear image. What you hold inside, it must reflect in time. So form your image, hold it strong, confirm the small signs, speak with faith, and watch as the mirror of reality begins to respond. You are not just hoping for a miracle, you are becoming the miracle. And the reflection, it's catching up. You've walked a long road. You've waited, hoped, questioned, and prayed. But here you are, stronger, wiser, and more open than you've ever been. This is not the beginning. This is the moment just before the blessing breaks through. And if you keep walking in faith, if you keep trusting the timing, you will receive what you were made for. You are closer than you think. The signs are all around you. The inner image is forming. The reflection is shifting. And the miracle, it's already on its way. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit calm. Keep your hands ready to receive. Your time is coming. And when it arrives, you'll look back and say, it was worth the wait. Keep going. Heaven is moving in your favor.